Tonight, there is trouble.
Yeah!
The Rejects, teenage female enforcers for the Mentals, are angry at a 15-year-old runaway who was flirting with their guys. But it is the flirt's friend who gets involved that ends up taking the beating. It is ugly. The victim, bruised and shaken, is left in a fetal position on the sidewalk. Her attackers don't even know her name. But the Mentals' 15-year-old Melanie gets punk admiration for a job well done.
I thought it was cool. It's a punk rock world. You got to survive out there.
And the fight illustrates a hair-trigger anger that runs through much of the punk movement.
She stood up. She's like me and had a socker in the face.
But for many punk rockers, the anger plays out here in the pit.
Flash reports it can be something altogether different. Chris, explain that.
Well, for some, punk spells out their own brand of fun. And at the root of the amusement is plenty of beer, shock value, and just plain old entertainment. But there is no question, punks constantly use shock value that seems to cry for attention. Complete with rings in noses and eyebrows, jeweled tongues, and outlandish hairdos. Shock value is always a go-to card for the punk movement. And this punk band, called Blue Gun, here in Hollywood, runs through a series of bizarre-looking numbers, feeding the audience a TV set to stop 1 minute and giving them a little fake blood the next. Lead singer Bob Oates says it's all in fun.
It's about having fun, making a lot of noise, getting people riled up, try to get a little action going in the crowd. We don't want to bore anybody, we don't want to put anybody to sleep.
And then there are the parkas, painted faces, sparkly hairnets, buxom blondes, and you get the picture. And so does this punk rocker.
It's tongue-in-the-cheek about the world we live in. It's tongue-in-the-cheek.
But the tongue is not the body part most identified with the punk movement. The mohawk or the bald head is probably more of the trademark. Tomorrow, we will focus on those skinheads who say they are misunderstood, but who many blame for the violence in the punk movement.
All right, you'll explain that misunderstanding tomorrow?
And there's a vicious rumor going around that John is going to be shaving his head.
Oh, no,
yeah.
he's not.
Stand by for that.
Thanks, Chris. We'll see you
All right,
tomorrow.
Chris.